Dear Guruji, what is the meaning of puja? I am sure the divine can appreciate my love without the ceremony. And I am sure don't need it. So what is the point? Puja means that which has born out of fullness. Pu means fullness. Ja means that's born out of it. When you feel so grateful, so full from within, and the act that you do is called puja. What the divine does to you, a replica of it is called puja. When an act is considered sacred, it makes a big difference in your consciousness. It brings lot of your focus. And when every act of yours becomes sacred, then you have become the divine. Divinity is what? Every act becomes sacred. Anything you do is sacred. And there is total attention, focus, mind. That's what Krishna said, my birth and my actions are sacred. Janma karma cha me divyam. Evam yo veti tattvaha. One who understands this as a reality, as an experience. My birth is divine, my action is divine. This realization is what one aims at. To understand my origin is divinity and my action is divinity. Very nice, no? So the ancient people knew this and they made many things sacred. They said the month is sacred. This month, they said, just before December, November is very sacred. And then said December is very sacred. January very sacred. February sacred month. So almost, except 1 or 2 months, almost every month they made it sacred for something or other reason. So people are busy in being sacred and celebrating and doing something. And they make the week sacred. Monday very sacred day for Shiva. And they say Tuesday, oh, very sacred for Ganesha. And then Wednesday, not much important, still sacred for Vishnu. So Thursday, oh, Guru's day, sacred for Guru. Friday, oh, very sacred day, Mother Divine. Saturday, oh, that's the day you have to be careful, Sabbath day, no? So Saturday, careful, don't do this job, don't do that job, don't do that job. Sunday is a relaxation. Nobody ever said Sunday is very sacred. Day of the sun, of course. Sunday, day of the sun. At least one day they have to leave somewhere, All the 7 days sacred. People don't believe it. So 1 day or 2 days here and there they lived. And they said Tuesday and Saturday not sacred for these things, but sacred for something else. So these are just the way to keep one's mind more focused. When an act is repetitive, a repetitive act loses its sacredness. For example, people who live in Banaras don't feel that they are in a sacred place. Also, the people living in a sacred place loses the sensitivity to the sacredness. People who are doing sacred acts, due to the repetition, they lose the repetitive act loses that sacred feeling. The memory overpowers the consciousness And your sadhana doesn't let your memory overpower your consciousness. When you live in the present moment and through the sadhana, do not let the memory overpower your consciousness. Repetition is not a hindrance. Wanting respect is a natural tendency of adults, even adolescents. But how to give respect? Very few people know. No? Everyone demands respect. Better you respect me. But do we know how to respect others? Because it needs a little sensitivity. If you are sensitive, you are able to respect others. And if you respect someone, you become also sensitive. I think that is the change, that is the transition. Because they are very close, respect and love. Yet different. You cannot hate somebody and have respect for them. When you respect someone, you start loving them. When you love someone, you start respecting them. It's all very complicated. But still very simple. You think about it, it is all complicated. No? It's just like think how the food gets digested. If you just think about it, it's so complicated. If you read how the moment you take the food in the mouth, 30% of the food, carbohydrate, gets digested right in the mouth, in the saliva. But the food, it gets mixed with it, and then it goes to the stomach through the food pipe. And as soon as it goes to the stomach, hydrochloric acid gets produced in the stomach, all around the walls of the stomach. Then it gets mixed very well with that for 3 hours. And then that food passes through the duodenum, where in duodenum a duct from the liver brings the bile juice, another duct from the pancreas brings another juice. Then these two gets mixed up again very well. And then it moves through the small intestine, and there are little knobs hanging around, and there are so many type of bacteria, so they all will create enzymes, and these enzymes will digest those food. And then this food gets absorbed by those little floating valves into the blood, and then the rest gets separated, water and the solid, and they move out through different ends. So if you just think on this, it is so complicated. And then not only this much, then those food, then there are kidneys, and there are gallbladder, and then the gallbladder, spleen, we forgot all this. This body is such a complicated, one little thing, the food getting digested. It's so complicated, so complicated. But at the same time, so simple. You just eat it. Within 2 hours, you feel hungry. It's all hollow and empty. 2-3 hours, then again your mind says, where is it, what? So life is like that. All these things, feelings, emotions, thoughts, and all is so complicated. Love, respect, hate, this jealousy and longing, loneliness, dissatisfaction, frustration, doubt, what not. So complicated. But yet, it all happens simple. Hollow and empty. Isn't it? Om Namah Shivaya.